Hello, friends. It's time for another story, a fantastical tale, if you will. This is an interesting title. It's a long one, and I'm not sure I can say all of this because I know how YouTube is, but this is from Reddit user Moonstone Stardust. I like your name. This is non-fiction, sadly. The time a certain fellow decided to slide into my DMs again. Be wary of subreddits for making friends, kids. The Tale of a Lesbian's Lament. That's the title. You can already tell this is going to be a hell of a story, huh? Here we go. Hello, Moonhorse. Hello. And the Moon Cult. I'm a long-time listener, and I wish I could keep the lovely title of a lurker, but it seems that will not be the case. As I've been blindsided, yet again, by the weirdos that crawl out of the woodwork when it is made known that you want a friend. Being a painfully extroverted person, I've made this mistake time and time again. Perhaps this tale will be something to warn you away from these emotional cesspits, if you ever deign to enter them in the first place. Now you're probably wondering why this happened again. Well, that's because this person used an alternate account. Oh, lovely. It's been a good year since I've posted on this subreddit, and I vaguely remember this conversation. At this point, I think this guy was obsessed over my account. So if he's reading this, get some help and stop bothering lesbians on the internet. If not, then he just waits and bothers anyone who has that little F in their header. On to the story. I'll be transcribing all of this, so you don't have to flip through poorly taken screenshots. If anyone wants to see these poorly taken screenshots, I'll make an account on Imager just for that. I'll be myself, and this disturbing individual will be DI for, well, disturbing individual. I'll also be putting the texts that first were sent apart into one, so it's not a painfully long wall of text. I'll also warn you I can be extremely blunt with who I think is being manipulative towards me.
Oh, damn, you're here.
What?
I remember you. You were one of the most toxic and hateful people I talked to a while back.
Then why are you messaging me again?
I was wondering if you changed your manipulative POS that you were. You made me extremely depressed.
I don't even know who you are.
Can I ask you something?
I don't know. Why should I talk to someone who claims that I'm shit and then goes out of their way to do something like this? Kinda sounds like a waste of time.
I'm just curious. You do this often to other people, be extremely toxic to them, lower their self-esteem, and will to live and then just forget who they are, like you don't even remember me.
Fine. What's your main Reddit so I can try to remember who you are? I'm not going to apologize when I don't even know who someone is. If you can't be straightforward, then why even bother? Because this is not making me feel bad. I don't know you. I don't know your story. So I don't know why I should spend time trying to right something you claim I did wrong.
Okay.
Are you done with this? Because I don't know who you are and why I should care.
I just want you to know that you're a conceited piece of shit. But I really hope others don't go through mine and have a nice day.
You're making that claim but have no proof of what you're saying. Why would someone believe you just because you say something with no proof but then demand an apology?
I don't need your apology when you don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what? I'll let you know, just because your head is so far up your ass to see anything.
Seems like a bare minimum either way.
We used to be friends. We talked on Reddit for 1 day straight.
1 day. That's how you know you're friends.
Until you told me that you were a lesbian, and bald, and far left. That broke my heart and my trust. I couldn't sleep or eat or anything for a while.
That's all it takes? Like, really, dude? That's all it takes? That's kind of weak. It's pretty weak sauce, my dude. Now, here's where I'm going to pause, because apparently these are things that make me a toxic, conceited POS with my head up my own ass. If that's the case, I don't ever want to see the light again, because I like where I am emotionally, and it only gets more ridiculous from here, so strap in. Not even in the fun way. Yeah, this is like pretty weak sauce to just be like, you're the worst person ever. And I'm like, Really, dude? Okay. Those are just facts about my life? Why would they upset you?
Because I was led on.
Again, it's a friend-making sub.
I thought you were straight, had hair, and were far right.
This is a friend-making platform, though. If you're really that hard up for emotional contact, then reach out to others without the anonymous manipulative crap. Can you be a fascist for me?
Nani?
Why would I do that?
To be friends? I don't know.
I'm not a fascist, though. And you've already called me toxic and manipulative for just being who I am. I don't change for people because that's not me. Maybe you should try not being a fascist or talking to people who are different than you, because I'm not going to put up with bullshit if it's going to be toxic, understand?
Yeah, sorry. I'll look for alt-right people then. There's no point in talking to people who hold different ideologies because no matter what, people will put their self-interest first.
Spoken like someone who's never left certain subreddits. Echo chambers are really comfortable, aren't they, boys and girls? Like you aren't?
What?
Fascism is all about selfish ideologies.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wouldn't be friends with people the same as me. So my 3 requirements are straight, have hair, a neo-fascist or at least supporter of fascism.
This person is disgusting. Then think about this. Not everyone is going to be the same as you. The fact that you'd reach out to someone who isn't like you says that you're lonely. And believe it or not, that's normal. But if you're trying to change a person, they're going to resist because they're being true to themselves. Being yourself is normal. Being hateful towards others is taught.
It's just that when I think about you, I think maybe I could change you. I don't know, is that weird?
Yes, it is. It's 100% weird.
It's like seeing a villain who is on an evil track, and you have that sense of heroism inside that want to change that villain and bring them to the right path.
There is so much irony in the fact that a literal fascist is saying this. Just... There's actually a name for that. It's called tribalistic thinking.
No, it's called seeing good in others despite their evil and immoral practices,
he says while being an actual...
Oh no!
Oppression isn't a good thing. No one is inherently good or evil. At least not to themselves. The thing I don't understand is why would someone want to hurt another person if they're just existing and not like them?
Like, I know you're an immortal person and God hates you because you sleep with women and support Biden.
That's all it takes, just voting for Joe Biden. That's how you become evil. That's all you have to do. You know, as someone who is truly dedicated to evil, I find it offensive that you would consider that such the route. That's too easy. You have to work for it, goddammit.
But I know despite all that, there's some good in you.
Those are generalizations.
Wait, how did I hurt you?
You didn't. But the things you say, and things that are extended stigmas against other people. As it is, you are the person who sought me out and tried to manipulate me into feeling bad for you. As it is, I'm just existing.
Oh, if that's how you feel, I'll stop texting you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you despite you being a satanic female. I honestly may have had feelings for you, but if it's toxic and manipulative, or to you, or if it harms you in any way, then it's better to just not at all.
Well, to put it bluntly, I'll never be interested in you in the slightest. But if you want to know why it's toxic, then I can tell you.
That was sad. No need to tell me. You've already broken my...
Racist little heart. Really? That's the way you want to describe it? Can't be a heart if it's just a pile of shit, my dude.
Enough times already.
It's not about your broken heart, it's about knowledge.
No knowledge can undo my hatred for gays and minorities, so don't bother.
Kill him now.
If it can't undo your hatred, then why are you against learning it? It's just more knowledge to have.
I want to ask you one more thing before we part ways.
I'll only answer if you give learning a try.
I'll only do it if you marry me.
I'm sorry, I threw up a little in my mouth. I'm okay though. I'm okay. Well, that's a big no. I'm engaged anyway.
Okay, well, hopefully find a fascist boy or girl to be friends with soon. The loneliness is killing me.
I feel so bad for you. Like I said, I'm more than willing to talk if you try to learn a different point of view. There's a reason you're lonely, and you know why.
Don't be stupid. You know I'm sexually and romantically interested. You don't make me harder on myself.
Get harder on yourself about learning, and you might come to understand different points of view. Hell, you probably only started this conversation to try and lower my self-esteem to be interested in talking to you. Why would someone ever be interested in a person like that?
I could have been interested in learning if that would have meant us having a chance. But what's the point? Also, please don't be rude.
This is where he sent a Reddit link that I did not click. Smart. I'm not clicking that.
It's an image of a cat.
Yeah, well, you should learn for your own benefit, not the benefit of having someone date you. Certainly not me, because that's not going to happen. I'm going to end this conversation now, but seriously, do some learning and you might understand things a little more. This is where I was done talking, because, hey, if there's a chance you pull a soul out of the terror hole, why not take it? Thanks for reading. Be careful out there. You never know who you'll find. Oh, boy. That was, you know, it reminded me of the, not... Well, I was going to say, it reminded me of the thing that I read about the entire conversation with the incel, and I was going to say that, but I did a funny voice for that, and then I just remembered, you do that for everything, Moonhorse, you fucking weirdo. Yeah, I do. But no, like, you handled that far better than I ever could. That is 100% for sure. I don't bother talking with people who hold ideologies like that, because I just don't. That's not a thing I need to put up with. I'm not here to change your world, and I'm not here to educate you on how to not be a piece of shit. You should be able to figure that out on your own. You're an adult. You know, act like one. But I am honestly impressed with your way of handling this, and I'm honestly very impressed with the way that you tackled this entire situation. The fact that this is not the first time you've had to have this conversation, and still managed to do both with tact, dignity, and understanding is really interesting and honestly impressive. There's only certain things when it comes to the whole politics thing, and I try not to talk about it much on this channel, that I cannot stand. Fascism is one of them, and that's really obvious since, as I've said several times, I'm an anarchist, and fascists are pretty much my antithesis. They believe in constant control and authoritarianism, and I believe in the abolishment of all control and authoritarianism. If you're going to hold up your little angry flags and goose step around, I'm going to hit you with a baseball bat. That's just kind of how it goes, honey. But I am honestly impressed with how smooth you made this all work, and how you just kind of played this off. The wording of some of the shit this guy said was honestly amazing. Just like, wow, you're just going to outright admit that, huh? You're just going to come right out and say it. Well, you know, I think it's pretty obvious why you don't have a romantic partner or a lot of friends.
Oh no.
These aren't exactly what I'd call popular. For a fucking reason. Yeah. But, with all that being said, thank you, Moonstone Stardust, for sending in this very interesting exchange. This was a hell of a ride. So if you have your own stories, you can send them to my subreddit, r/Moonhorse Stories. That's where I check for the vast majority of my stories. I said stories about 4 or 5 times in a row there, but, you know, fuck it, whatever, who cares. If you would like to support this channel, you can check out my Ko-Fi. I take donations there, and I've started another terrible donation project. These are probably a really bad idea, but I just keep doing them. And also I have a merch store. I'm trying to add new stuff to it. It's taking me a while because every time I turn around, something else is on fire. Story of my life, kids. But I'm getting there. That's the most important part. One step at a time. If you would please, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with people that you like. And share it with people that you don't like. Share it with random people. Tie the URL on a piece of paper to a rock and throw it at a stranger. Actually, don't do that last part, because you could probably get in trouble for that. Or if you're going to do that last part, leave me the fuck out of it. I love you all so very, very much. I don't know what I'm doing with these, but I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.